Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of writing inequalities. This is standard 7.10a in the great state of Texas. We are using item number 3 of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have this story problem here. You look at all of our answer choices are going to be inequalities. So let's see if we can figure out what's happening here. Students riding a bicycle fewer than 30 miles during a period of 5 days. Student rode 8 miles on Monday, but then they don't give us the number of miles. They just give us M, right, from Tuesday through Thursday. All right, and so which inequality best represents this? Well, let's see if we can figure this out here. So a student rode a bicycle fewer than 30 miles. All right, so that's going to be our first clue right there. Fewer than 30 miles during a period of 5 days. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to say Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday plus Friday, right? And that is going to be, all that together is going to be less than 30 miles. Because that's what this says. During a period of 5 days, right? Well, I know it's Monday, and then I've got the Tuesday through Friday here. So if I've got less than 30 miles, right, let's just go ahead and knock out B and C, because that literally is greater than 30, and this needs to be, fewer than 30. So let's look at that next sentence there. The student wrote 8 miles on Monday. Okay, so they're just going to put that in stone, right? So this is what we call a constant, because 8 is just 8. They're not changing it. So that stays the same on Monday. But then they don't tell us anything about Tuesday and Thursday except M miles each day. So it does look like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are all the same, because they're each represented by that same variable or unknown M, right? So we could do plus M plus M plus M plus M, right? So this works. This is a valid equation. 8 plus M plus M plus M plus M, right? That would be less than 30. But they don't give us anything like that, but that's because this is it's a bit cumbersome, right? We do need to go ahead and combine this chunk right here. I'm going to be thinking, if I got M plus M plus M plus M, how many M's do I have? Well, that's 4 M's. So we literally can write it like this, 4 times M. Because M plus M plus M plus M, that makes 4 times M. Now, this 8 right here is a constant because it is not in front of a variable. But the second you put a number in front of a variable, right, it gets another term. It's called a coefficient. So this is a number that you multiply by a variable in an equation or an inequality, right? And this is my variable, right? And then this is my inequality. And then that 30 is going to be another constant because 30 is just 30. It's just a standard number that we are trying to get to. And actually, we need to be less than 30, right? So we've got a few different options here. If we wanted to go ahead and figure out, well, what could M be, right? Well, if we wanted to solve for that, right, we could use the properties of equations, and we could do the same thing on both sides of this inequality. We can subtract 8 from both sides. That would get rid of that. That would give me 4M, right, is less than 22, and then we would just need to divide both sides by 4, right? So that's going to be 5.5. So anything less than 5.5 miles is going to get us what we need to. But we're not really solving that far. We don't really need to figure out what that M could be. M could be a range of numbers less than 5.5. Really, we just need to get this basic equation for inequality, and the answer here is A.